Hello everyone and welcome to Factorio. I'm Par and I will be continuing my Seablock playthrough. So, in the previous episode we did a couple of things. We built a titanium plate production. We are not really producing a lot of titanium, but you know, it's something. Something to get us started. And we also built this block that produces robite crystals. And we might or might not have built like these two blocks or one of these blocks. I don't know. It will, like, as soon as robots place this power poles, it should start working correctly. So this is a temporary issue, and I don't know why I have a passive provider just here. I mean, we don't really need it, right? It's part of our blueprint. I don't like it. I don't want it to be part of the blueprint. Let's remove the passive provider just because I don't think we used it in a really long time. It was needed from the very initial versions of the factory. It was needed in the initial versions of the factory, but now I don't believe we're actually using this, and I don't want to use it, to be honest. So I want to delete all of this copies. All of them are gone. Well, except for this one. What I want to do here, I want to actually do something like this. But we probably want to unload all of that, and let's fix the blueprint as well. Let's fix the blueprint before we forgot about this. Okay, these two are gone. Nice. Nice. So, what should we do today? I was thinking about building this block for like gold, like with gold. Kind of want to focus on this, to be honest. And what's an issue? Oh, it's outside of the range. That's sad. I thought this will be right in the range, but it seems that is not correct. It looks to be outside the range. I want to first deal with this nest before I proceed with building this rail line. Okay, let's see what is going on. We have the technology to produce titanium ore. However, for that, we need to build these things. We need ore sorting facility. And for this ore sorting facility, we need reinforced concrete bricks and processing units. Speaking of reinforced concrete bricks, I forgot something. So we built this part, this assembly machine, that was supposed to produce reinforced concrete bricks, these ones. However, it's not doing that because... Wait, what is this? It's not doing that because I forgot to set request. Just here, and yeah, okay. This should ensure we have like this. This should ensure we have some reinforced concrete bricks in addition to regular concrete bricks. That's good. Right? Next, we need to do something with this things, and we'll just be feeding them here, I believe. Just a request. We want to request catalysts. It's catalysts, and we want to get like lots of them. We basically want all catalysts to go here. Nice. We could even make this a little bit better. I mean, we could basically have them deliver stuff here, and I could say that the input priority is coming from the right. And this way, we should be able to consume all of the catalysts that we have in the network, which is quite a lot. We also have quite a lot of mud, but that's okay. Charcoal pellets, we're not using them for anything. I guess we'll just need to burn them or something. Alright, let's see what is going on. The goal, as I said, for today's episode is to produce gold. That is what I want. I want to have good amounts of gold, and while the robots are busy... Are they busy? Well, almost. We probably should build even more geodes. I think that's a good idea, to continue production of geodes here. We might have a problem with power. We will have a problem with power. Right, and I feel like it is time to deal with the worms here. Let me just place it here. Right. I think if I place it here, it will be able to deal with both of this. And we also need something to deal with this one. Maybe somewhere here. Right. This looks good. And once we get rid of these worms, we'll be able to build this line, like finish basically and fill in this whole block. Could even help the robots a bit and kind of give them some task right now. Right, let's maybe start figuring out what how exactly we are getting gold plates. We'll get gold plates using this process. We'll probably go for the same amount, like 5, or as for titanium. No, we're going for 4. Let's go for 4 plates per second in the beginning. We need to get some ingots. Wait, that's not how I want it to look. So this is gold. We will be getting some ingots. Nice. We also need chlorine gas. That's good. That's fine. We'll build it on site, I think. Yeah, it's not a lot. We'll just get it. I will build it on site. And we need some gold ore. And for gold ore, we cannot produce this one, right? Because we need blue chips for this. So the only real choice we have is cupric crystal sorting, which we... Oh, this is nice. This is some platinum. Okay, but we don't have this production yet, so it's like... doesn't really help us, you know. And another option that we have is purified ammonium sorting and rubite sorting. Rubite one gives us some uranium. And this one gives us some cobalt. Silicon. Okay, this gives us tin. We do not need tin. We have shortage of copper. And if we are able to use tin, we would get more copper. So this is a bad one. And this one uses lead, and we kind of have a station that is ready to consume some excess lead. Let's go with this process for now. We'll go with this one, and we'll produce some uranium along the way. That is fine. So basically, if I look at these two processes, at this one and this one, they're very, very similar, right? Because they... Okay, this doesn't need carbon, but both of them still need chlorine gas. This requires 10 gas, and this requires 10 gas. That means that I should be able to use like literally the same build for this. Yeah, use exactly the same build. It's like 1 plus 1 basically. Yeah. Nice. Looking good. That's looking good so far. Let's help robots deal with worms. Look at this. And it's ready. It's ready to fire at the worms. Nice. What else do we want? I think we want to place this spot here. Wait. Yeah. But with more aligned rubber parts. Oh no. What did I do? Nice. These parts are working. This will be dealt with any moment now. Okay. We can expand this even further. And I kind of want to start landfilling this area, to be honest. I feel it's safe enough to do it because this robot, this plasma turret should be released here really soon. Let's see what's going on here. We have all the places for water prepared, so we can just place it here and it should work nicely. Nice. We need a lot of belts. That's kind of expected, right? The fact that our factory will be using lots of resources is, it makes sense. It makes perfect sense. Alright, and this one will deal with all of the swarms. Oh, here they come. And 1 shot, 2 shots, 3 shots. Done. It is done. Let's also ask robots to landfill this part. It actually might be a tiny problem with landfilling of this area. We need to deal with this one first. And we can do it by placing stuff here. We'll also be able to deal with this one relatively soon. Actually, we can do it right now. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Nice. What is this? Alright, it's just bricks being placed slowly. Nice. Things seem to be working. I wanted to place this landfill, right? Sorry, I wanted to place this jet processing block so that we can produce lots of landfill. But I'm still placing those instead, and we are still short on power. And we want to have these 2 power plants built, I guess, soonish. Okay. Let's see. So we can do something like this, right? And this way we will clear this area from the biters. Can we clear this one somehow? Yeah, maybe something like this. And we'll clear this one. Why do we have a power plant here? Let's bet we'll have it here. We don't have any plans for this row, by the way. I am thinking about doing something here. So what I was thinking is we could have Floric and Kubrick kind of processes running on this side, but I don't know whether that's such a good idea. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether that's a good thing to do at this point. Straight rail is in the way. Alright, this part is not ideal. It's okay. It is fine. So we'll have Labo port placed here, and we need to deal somehow. Alright, we can do it like this. We need to deal with the swarm. It's really important because it is kinda in a way. It's kinda in a way. Well, it's a bit slow, but it might just work at some point. We'll see. I think what I want to do, I want to completely disconnect. Wow, I'm surprised. I thought we have enough accumulators here, but looks like it's not the case. Okay, let's check. Here, we don't have enough. And we also have something strange going on. 1. Here we also don't have enough. 2. Enough. Okay. Enough. 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 So now we have enough accumulators. So what I wanted to do, I was thinking about completely, like, permanently disconnecting this thing. Because now we still have this transformer, but I don't feel like we actually need this transformer. We don't need it because we have this power plant powering it, and it seemed to be working fine so far. So I just want to disconnect all of this turned off transformers so that we don't even have an option of turning this on. Because I don't think that I will do that ever. Right? Let's just disconnect this stuff. So we have one power plant powering this line, and we'll have 2 more power plants powering these 2 columns. That's the idea here. This one can be removed, I believe. Maybe we'll start removal from the... Actually, it's okay. It's okay to just remove them all at the same time. Nice. So we're removing that part, and soon we will remove this line once this block is fully built and operational. These things are working. These are working somehow. What about our research? This is a pretty expensive research that we are going through, but this gives us a stack bonus, and you know, we like our stack bonuses. What should we do here? I have a feeling it is time to landfill all this like extra areas like this. And while we're at it, it's also right, it's not second, it's sorry, it's not third, it's second. So let's landfill them here as well. So now robots should be doing a lot of landfilling. And the important part, like what we actually care about, is this part. Right? This is actually what's important for this build. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. It might take a little bit of time, but we have all 6,000 robots working on that. That's a lot of robots being busy with this task. That's really a lot. We'll have some gold here, right? We'll have gold plates produced. Let's see, what did we do? We finished our crystals carbide, right? This is done. Titanium, we have it done. Gold, actually working on gold, and we are not working on cobalt steel because we want to switch all three of these processes to, and also uranium once we have it, to a pure one, right? That's the idea. We want to use like the other process, the one that requires these certain facilities, for which we need processing units, and for processing units we need gold. That's kind of the problem. I could actually tell our mole to start building those. It will not be able to do that, but I don't have anything better to do at this point, like right now, so might as well tell this thing. Oh, and we have, okay, this is better filtration. We also have better crystallizers. Look at this. We want better crystallizers. We want better crystallizers in order to be able to make these processes slightly more efficient. Like once they're backed up on one type of the ore, like this, right? If they're backed up on one thing, we want them to be able to faster generate other crystals. For that we need faster crystallizers here. So that's a good one. We have a lot of things, like really good things there. I'm thinking maybe we should at some point redesign this whole thing with the way the mall is working. I don't know, do we have anything interesting here? We have flotation, leaching plants, but flotation units, but I don't really need those. At least I don't feel like I do. Yeah, let's just leave it as is. We can have a better setup for this once we have all the buildings unlocked, and then I'll probably rework it. Oh, look at this. We don't need this part anymore. I guess we might not need this ones, and this ones, and this ones. Interesting. Have some random rubber parts here. It's okay. We had our initial base here, so we started in this area, built some power production facilities here. We are building wooden boards. We are making wooden boards here. We had this line was our first line producing sludge, like seriously producing sludge, and we are generating like lots of different Angel's ores from it. Then ores were belted here, and we had line of smelters placed like here. We have lots of smelters up until here, I think. Had some aluminium production over here. We had a belt bus going like this, and yeah, that was our initial base. And we had some circuits being produced here, some sciences produced, I think, here, and we had research facility with science labs here. And now our science labs are here in a dedicated block that is always shot on blue science. We have blue science production, dedicated block that's shot on copper. have red and green sciences produced here. We have lots of them. And this is our dashboard that we use for monitoring of the ores. And the thing that we are interested in now, I think we don't have any things prepared, right? Let's see what we actually are interested in. What's the problem? Is this a problem of... Right, we are just short on power. We don't have power. Right, we want to build one more power, I think. What's the problem here? Oh, I'm losing them. I don't want to lose. I think I already lost enough of turrets, to be honest. Yeah, I feel like I lost enough of them. How many do I have? I have 14. And we need cobalt to produce more. So let's try to be a little bit more careful with that, because I really want to get like this power built. Alright, let's see. What do we want to have here? We want to have titanium plates and methanol plates, right? We also want to have gold. So we want to have gold plates, for sure. We want to have titanium plates. We will have methanol plates. The question is whether we have anything else at this stage. Alright, we have cobalt. Cobalt steel. What is harder to get? Methanol plate or cobalt steel? Let's check. How do we check it? So, methanol plate is created from nickel and titanium. Nickel is tier 2, I believe. And cobalt steel is made from steel and cobalt, and steel is tier 1. So cobalt steel is actually easier than this thing. So we can copy the signals there and say this is cobalt steel. Right? Should we do it like this? Or should we swap this too? I don't know. Should we swap this? Let's swap them. Doesn't really matter. Just like the video here. I just want Invar and cobalt steel to build closer. So that should have, like, this should help a little bit with the dashboard that we are building here. So we probably want something else. What else do we want? Do I want to monitor some uranium stuff? Uranium. So we only have uranium ore. Wait, I also have some plutonium stuff. How is this called? Uranium? I don't understand why this were not marked, but maybe I should have completely separate block monitoring various uranium things. Yeah, let's not have it here. What else do we need here? I had some combinators already prepared, but I feel like they were deleted. Are these all tier 3 metals? Do we have anything else like tier 3? Let's take a look. Tier 3 are these things: titanium, gold, cobalt, and uranium. Titanium has two things: gold has just gold, cobalt has cobalt. Uranium will look at separately. And what is the last one? The last process? It will Right, advanced ore refining, this one. We'll have tungsten and platinum. Right, this will be the last one. Tungsten and platinum. What do we need for tungsten? Oh, what can we use tungsten for? We can use it to get processed tungsten, okay. Tungstic acid. What is that? Tungsten oxide. Tungsten carbide plate. Can use it from tungsten powder. This is looking very complicated. So this is tungsten oxide. Spell it. Process stuff. Okay, so tungsten ore can be either processed, in which case we can either get pellets or we can get this thing, paratungstate. This will give us tungsten powder, and powder is used for... Wait, we need powder as is for virtual particle injector, which will probably be part of the science for science. It says for science in the description. Tungsten carbide plate. So we need powder, we need plate. We need to export powder, we need to export plate. We don't need paste, most likely. We need copper tungsten plate. Tungsten powder mixture. Tungsten plate. Okay. Let's try and figure this out. And another process was to go directly to tungsten pellets, in which case we'll go to oxide. Okay, we have tungsten carbide plate. We have tungsten powder. And we have... Why do we need tungsten powder mixture? For tungsten plate, okay. Tungsten powder, tungsten plate. Let's do this. Maybe we should have started with platinum, to be honest. Maybe we should have started with platinum. So, tungsten powder is this one. No, powder mixture. We want just powder. We want this thing, tungsten powder. We're interested in it because it's needed for science. We need it to be delivering it to our network. We want to have tungsten plate, carbide plate, and copper tungsten plate. Okay, I guess we need this three as well. 1, 2, 3. We are basically moving all solids that are here, except for like wires. And the wires we're actually moving as well, but yeah, and we don't have coils yet. I kind of feel that it's like a separate block, to be honest. With high tier stuff. That's just the feeling that I have about this. Let's figure this out later. Let's see what is our status here. We are trying to build this thing. Okay, we cannot, and we tried to build this thing and this thing, and we almost managed to do that. Right, what are we doing? We are investigating things. What do we need on the stop for the platinum? What is platinum even? I don't see it. Oh, is this color. Okay, got it. So this is platinum. And we need sheet coil, wire coil, plate, wire. So it looks like for platinum we need only plates. Platinum. Let's take a look at platinum wire. Yes, we can get it from plates. Plates can be produced from molten platinum, from ingot. That's very straightforward. Can process it somehow. That's fine. We'll just have some process in the beginning. Copper crystals. Or all this one, I guess. Purified stuff. This is pretty complicated setup, to be honest. And this is like a pure copper crystals. Wow. Okay. What else are we using it for? That's it, right? Platinum is very simple. We just need platinum itself and like platinum plates themselves. And this thing, wire coil, it's like a coiled wire. Nice, so platinum is straightforward. We will also have another thing coming. We'll have chrome. I know that we'll have chrome at some point. Where is chrome? Okay, this is our chrome. And I'm assuming we don't need anything for chrome except the plates. Chrome. Ingot. What can we build with it? We can get more chrome ingots, or we can melt it and get some chrome plates. Yeah. This seems to be it. So let's rearrange it a little bit. I want platinum to be the first one because it seems to be easier, to be honest. It just looks easier to me. And this is the end of our monitoring dashboard. Like we kind of even managed to fit it in the block, almost, more or less. I might move it a little bit to the left, or might move it a little bit up. We'll see, we'll figure it out. It doesn't really matter much what exactly I'm doing with it. The only thing that matters is that we have it at some point. Let's have this connection broken. Connection broken. Nice. I believe that is it, and we'll need to obviously like set some conditions here. That's okay. We can actually start setting now. I'm too lazy. I'm too lazy to do it now. I want to build gold block. Can we do that? Can we build a block? Let's see. We want this thing. Curve trail in the way. Yeah, that's true. That is correct. We have very strange things happening with the base there, but that's okay because we can place this thing there and this thing there soon. Okay, I'll wait for this landfill to be fully placed, I guess. Right, we want to have a roboport here. Will help us a bit. We can now place this thing here just fine, and we should be able to place this one relatively soon. Like as soon as this part is fully constructed. Right, this is input. We want to have some coverage. What is this one? This is some extra that we are not interested in. Nice. So now we have input coming from here. We want to have this is gold. We want to have some charcoal, a tiny bit of charcoal. I'll just paste the whole build and we will export the charcoal from there. That is the idea. And the reason why we will export it is because we actually started building charcoal kind of requesters. like some of the blocks, we have 2 blocks that request charcoal right now. So that's why I'm kind of putting like whole builds wherever we need charcoal. And this block actually has lots of space, so that should be fine. Let's I want to copy this spot, maybe like this. Maybe like this. I want to copy all of it because it will be very similar, like very similar to what we are doing. Alright, we'll have different conditions here, and this part will be different, but apart from that, there are like a lot of similarities, and we don't need carbon, we only need charcoal. Okay, it doesn't look like it's very similar, but it actually is, because this part will also be pretty much exactly the same. And with that, we can actually finish this construction. Okay, nice. Nice. This is good. How busy are our robots? We're using 3000 logistic and 3000 construction robots. Not clear exactly what they're doing, but I'm assuming they're doing something useful. Right, we were able to remove that biter, biter, and proceed with maybe landfill in this area. Can we do anything here? Can we do anything? We kind of can a little bit, but I don't think it will actually help us. I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. So let's just tell the bots that we want to landfill this thing even more. Maybe we'll limit this thing a little bit. Alright. Alright. I feel like we need to start preparing this block for the next episode, but I am not fully sure that that's what we will actually be doing, because maybe we should build another power plant first. Maybe having more power would be better, because right now we are experiencing problems with the power. Yeah. I feel like getting more power might actually be what we need. What is the limit? Okay, it's a bit tricky to deal with the swarm. It's fine, we'll figure something out. Alright, I know. Construction robots are placing these tiles of bricks. Okay, this explains it. This explains this. Let's see. So, what is our process? We have this build. We have this part built. We have this part pretty much built. We have this one built, but we need to set recipes. Let's actually do this right now. So we can take this thing and just update recipes, and we can update recipe here. Nice. So we have correct recipes. What are we missing? We are missing this part, and this part requires blast furnace. Let's take it so that we have recipes as well. We need this thing, and we need, I'm assuming, stack inserter or something. Right, this part can actually be moved right here to get chloride and you can just place an inserter here. And on the right, we are sending gold. So gold goes here. And that is basically it. Do we need the ores for this thing? I don't feel like we actually need the ores. We just need... By ores I meant like gold and titanium ores for the blue catalyst. For this catalyst. Where are catalysts? Here, right? We don't even have blue catalyst unlocked, but it's there. That's why we have the ores in this monitoring dashboard. So these two are for first catalyst, second catalyst, and this one for third, and this one I'm assuming for fourth. So I had no idea there is a fourth catalyst in the game. Catalyst. So this is blue one, and oh yes, yellow. Okay, platinum tungsten. It's good. Alright, so let's help this build a little bit. Let's start placing things there, and we are basically done. Like almost done with this episode. It took us longer to actually landfill the area than to construct what we need to construct here. Right. I think I'll just copy this part pretty much as is. I can just copy it. Okay. I placed it incorrectly, like this. So now this line matches, this line matches. The only thing we need to do, we will need to change a little bit the condition here on this belt. Right, let's start renaming this. This will be how did we call our tungsten ones? How is this one called? Right, it's not called. This is plates, tungsten. What is tungsten? Tungsten. And this is output. And this one is plates, tungsten. What is it? This is input. And we want to do the same thing here. This is plates, gold input, gold input, and this one is plates, gold output. Is this gold? No, this is gold. Output. Nice. And that is it. This is our gold plant. It should work soon, as soon as we connect things. We are getting lots of area for the roboports to do their thing. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice, in my opinion. So this part will start soon as we get this inserter placed. We need to change this, right? So how exactly are we getting gold? We had it. We are getting it from Robite. So let's say that we want to get Robite here, and we'll be sorting Robite. We'll be getting gold. Nice. Another thing that I want to do, I want to copy this configuration of the the provider station. Right. So super high priority and 1 stack size provider threshold. And we want to request some Robite, I believe. I think that's what we need to do. Let's request lots of Robite. And let's see whether it works. The limiting factor here is the gold. But we want 1000 gold. And this power should be connected. Right, we're also missing this one bit. We have gold here, it's good. We have sorting of gold specified here. Gold will go here, and it will be smelted. Nice. That is it. Took us 30 minutes of land filling and 20 minutes of, or like even more, 35 minutes of land filling and 15 minutes of actually building the block. Nice. Let's maybe come back to this dashboard. I don't really like how these cables are connected. I like this setup of cables much better. Nice, this is looking beautiful. So, the question, should we move all of this a little bit to the left and up? Or should we just leave it as this? Let's leave it as this, it's not that bad. We'll leave it as is. Right, what we can do now, we need to move there. In order to do it, we can actually set the... We can set the things, we can set the conditions. I'm not sure about the first condition, by the way, anymore, because we're just dividing by 20,000. But if we have slightly less, say if we have 19,000, this will be 0. So we will not see problems with this dashboard with very low request rates, which you could say is a tiny problem, but I don't want to fix it. I just don't feel like it's really needed. Like, the purpose of this dashboard is not to find like small shortages of materials that we don't care about. It's about finding shortages, like huge shortages of stuff that we need to have in high amounts, but it's just not there. Or like stuff that we are requesting in high amounts. Okay, this is not titanium, this is supposed to be nitinol. Where is the nitinol? It is. This one is platinum. Okay, platinum. This one is from here. I guess tungsten powder. This one also something tungsten powder. Then we have tungsten plates. Alright, that's the name. Plates. This is tungsten carbide plate. I have no idea what it is. And we have a copper tungsten plate. Okay, this I guess a reasonable name for something. This is chrome, right? This is chrome. So we basically see that we don't really have lots of these materials, and the below part of the dashboard doesn't complain about the fact that we don't have enough of this. Yeah, that's kind of the problem. Like, even though we are short on some resources, we don't need huge amounts of them, and that's why we don't have like red color lit up here. Oh, look at this. We are no longer short on copper. Can you believe it? We are no longer short on copper. I can't believe it. What is here? What are we short on? Stations. Provided requested. Okay, this is understandable. We are short on aluminium. What? Right, we don't have aluminium. And because of that, we don't have what? Aluminium. We are not getting. We are not getting cratinium chunks. It's the same thing again. We need more cratinium. Where is all our cratinium going? I wonder. So we have cratinium block here. It's not working because we don't have crushed cratinium. And when it's working, it's sending lots of stuff here. And this stuff is signaled incorrectly. But I knew it. I knew we have a problem somewhere. So now let's actually double check the signaling. So this thing is not running, signaling is correct. This thing is not running, signaling is correct. Correct. We fixed it for cratinium. For rubite, correct. For ammonium, correct. Okay, now this part should be correct. And if you look at inventory, what are the numbers? Have a lot of rubite. It's kind of really hard to understand this thing. If you look at these things, we have only more javelite and more rubite. This is good. This is really good. We're supposed to have like 2 lines with the current limits. I might increase them further to have like 3 or 4. Well, probably 3 because 3 stands for 4 and 4 stands for 8. That we have like logarithmic scale here with the lights. So this actually means that we have a lot of copper. Like this thing indicates that we have lots of copper, and we can kind of see it here. Copper plates 178 thousands. Alright, let's, well, we are passing through this area. Let's tell the bots to build something there. And with that, I believe we have... Wait, this is the wrong one. I wanted to take a look at the gold. So what's going on with the gold? Where is our gold? Where is the gold? This thing, it's enabled. It's not enabled. I'm not sure I understand why it's not enabled. Maybe that's the way this thing works. Alright, so by default this is disabled. The requester is disabled and the provider is always enabled. I guess it's okay. It's not ideal, but it's also not really that bad. It's fine. I guess I might have forgotten to fix the requester side of the build. It's okay. It's not a big deal. Honestly, it's not a big deal. Let's wait and observe how it works. And while we are doing that, let's start filling this area. Because we need it for the power. Right, we will have a better power setup, and for that we'll need, actually we don't need this part, right, for the power. Power doesn't need any input. It just gives us some power. Simple as that. So I want to build the power block here. I really do, because we are experiencing some shortages of power, and I don't like to have to be short on power. I want to have like lots of power. Alright, let's see. We can place this thing here. I guess this is not behemoth. Yep, this is just a giant thingy. Okay, how about we do something like this? And this should allow us to build a spot. Nice. And then we'll place power pole somewhere in between. Good. And the spot. Just deal with the worms a little bit. Oh, we'll start dealing with them. Nice. Is the spot working? Yes, it is working. This is great. So we are getting more and more stuff produced. This working, 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 working. Even this one is working. Nice. This is really good. So this is our base. We can take a look at it. I want to take a look at how much sludge we are making. So this is mineral sludge. And we are producing what, almost 300,000 sludge per minute. So in seconds, in a second it's how much? It's like almost 5,000, like 4.5, well, more than 4,500. I think around 4 and 6 thousand sludge per second, if I calculate this correctly. Right? That's a lot. That is actually a lot of sludge that we are generating, and the increase of sludge, you can see. I think that's where we started producing, like placing geode processing blocks. So we just get like more and more and more sludge being produced. And I guess so sludge is hot, and I guess consumed. Alright, we also have the same consumption. This is really, really good. Yeah, we are not stockpiling sludge, so our production pretty much always matches consumption. And we are preparing to landfill, sorry, not to landfill, but we are preparing to build power, to extend our power so that we are no longer short on it. Like, look at this. It's blinking a bit. It's blinking a little bit. Nice, so this thing waits for power. And once it gets some power, we might actually be able to move it here and deal with the remaining worms. What do we need gold plates for? Let's see, gold plates. What is actually the goal for them? We need them for beacons, for heat pipes, for some stuff, for solar panels. So to me it basically looks like we need the stuff for, like, in the main mall. Looks like we do. Let's get, let's start requesting gold here. Just a little bit. So we want a little bit of gold. Just 20 stacks of it. And we'll output the gold here. And it will go into this chest. And with that, we almost do not have space for more. Okay, we need 20 stacks here as well. Wait, not like this. 4,000. What's the problem? Oh no. Right. This... Yeah, this was gonna happen. I knew that. We just need to wait and hope that this turret will be able to deal with this giant worm soon. Isn't much, like, there is not a lot of things that we can actually fix. I don't even know why they decided to go here. It's not like they actually need to landfill. I guess they want to recharge. Wow, bots are stupid. They are really not very bright. So here's our base. How many blocks do we have? Kinda. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 columns, 3 rows. This is 18, and 3 more, which is 21 times 4. So we have 84 city blocks, but not all of them are actually not all of them are doing something useful, but we'll fix it. Right? We'll be expanding the base until it's large enough to give us this much research. 3.2 millions of space science packs. I'm playing on expensive, like on 10 times multiplier, research cost multiplier with expensive extended multiplier on top of that, which means that I'll show you what that means. That means that high, basically like the last research tier technologies will cost 20 times 5. Did I say 10 times research cost multiplier? It's 5 times multiplier in addition to this multiplier. So it's 5 times 10, 20 is 100. However, for infinite research, for like SpaceX, not for infinite, but for SpaceX research, there is a separate multiplier, and by default it like ignores tech price multiplier, and I wanted to keep it like this. So SpaceX research is expensive, but it's not as expensive as other, you know, research tiers. Let's see. Like, yeah, this stuff is getting landfilled. We don't have this worm anymore, so we can actually remove that part, and instead we can place something like this, maybe there. I think that would be a good idea. Right, we'll just place it. Let's place stuff here as well. Well, like this. And let's continue. Oh, we can't continue because we still have not built this part. It's okay. We'll be landfilling these things slowly. We'll get them landfilled at some point. And meanwhile, we'll just be dealing with this 48. I'm not sure what's like this. Right, this should be enough. I will be cleaning the worms, and yeah, at some point in the next episode, we should be able to build this power plant and connect it here to this. Basically, we'll switch the power from the main grid that goes along the trains, along the rails, to a dedicated block. And this should save us maybe 120, 150 megawatts from this one. Let's take a look. This one is supposed to be using 15. Wow, it's actually using 20. I didn't know it's so expensive. So it's like 20 times 4, 80, and this is also 20 times 4, another 80. So it's 160. If it's actually running. The thing is that, as you can see now, our blocks are not running, and that's why we are kind of able to get by. Right, let's move back to where we started. Let's move to the block that we built today. We built this block with that produces a lot of gold. So we have, you see, we have gold numbers going higher and higher. This is great. Let's save the game. Let's finish it here. Thanks everyone for watching. This was episode 118, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.